Hello peeps and welcome back to the Age of Engineering. I am very tired, so if I ramble on this episode, I apologize in advance. But I had a few things that I wanted to get done so that I can continue playing off camera without skipping by any major technological changes or, other fun stuff. So I'm going to record an episode or two so that I can get to a point where I feel comfortable in dinking around off camera, and then we'll go from there. So, off camera, I did kind of set up a little bit of a building over here. This building is going to house some forestry machineries for me. Specifically, I want to have some squeezers and some stuff in here that I can store different types of liquids. Or, the seed oil and honey is like the big things. Right now, I've got some seed oil in here, but haven't really done much with it. This thing is jam-packed full. So, one of the things that I want to do is I want to get to a point where I can set this up and get this maybe a little more automated, but right now I think that my biggest problem is this HV capacitor. This thing is slowing me down and making it more difficult to do what I need to do. So I think the first thing that we're going to look at today is an upgrade to our power network. Now, you guys saw me make the conduit binder. So I made a bunch of that, and I have an absolute ton of energetic alloy now that I made off camera. Over a stack of it. I did also get an empowered diamantine crystal block. We're not going to mess with it right now, but we did get that. Something else I should note, my sword, I put sharpness 5 and looting 3 on it. So, yeah. Now I can go and beat the crap out of Enderman and get more bang for my buck. But the first thing I want to do, I want to build a vibrant capacitor bank if I can. So, I have 13 basic capacitors. We shouldn't be too far off. Honestly, I should just need my calculator because I'm going to need some more of this enriched gold. Whatever I did with it. Did I leave it on page 2 of tech items? Yes, I need more enriched gold. Because these capacitors... I left them in there, didn't I? Yeah. These capacitors take 2 copper, 2 enriched gold, and then 4 empowered Restonia. So the enriched gold is gold plus redstone. Easy enough. We'll go ahead and whip some of this up real quick. Gold plus redstone is enriched. We're going to cook this up. Okay. Another thing I did is I put a hopper on my thermal centrifuge. In my thermal centrifuge, I am making silicon dioxide. Now, I did have to make a wiring change in order to get this thing to run effectively. You may notice that there's a transformer upgrade in here. Well, on low voltage power, this thing doesn't get enough oomph to actually run. However, this is kind of stupid. The thermal centrifuge cannot take MV power directly. If you try to plug MV power into this thing, it will blow up. So, hence the transformer upgrade. Now, it has occurred to me that the transformer upgrade that I have in there, well, no, the transformer upgrade I have in there is very necessary, because if I punch down through my floor, you're going to see that there's a new power line running over here. From that MV transformer, running out under here and into that. And this is all plugged into the LV line. So, if I did not have that transformer there, things would go boom. And I don't like things going boom, unless I specifically intended for it to happen. Holding out good with my power and the MFE off just that one basic solar up there. I'll probably look at upgrading that at some point. But I'm making this silicon dioxide, because the goal here is a vibrant capacitor bank. which takes 4 octadic capacitors, a vibrant crystal, and 4 electrical steel. The electrical steel is iron, coal, and silicon. Silicon has to be gotten from a centrifuge. 1 provides 4. So I need to make a centrifuge. Copper, sturdy casing, glass. Not too hard. I might have to whip up sturdy casing, because I think I used my last one. I did. Okay, so bronze. Only need 8. Then I'll need some plates. Let's go ahead and put my large plate cast back in here. Melt up my bronze. Getting low on lava. Gonna have to pay attention to that pretty soon. Then I'll need my forge hammer. How many uses left? 14? Okay. We'll break that up. Sturdy casing was, yeah. Oh, I need a bronze gear too. But that's easy now. Or it will be easy because I haven't actually made the plates for this yet. So, plates for this. To make a, let's see. The bronze gear can be stamped out using a metal press gear, which has to be made with steel plates and some sort of gear. Now, I don't know. I don't know exactly what gears qualify is the problem. Don't think it's going to take the basic gear. Let's see here. Well, I'll just make 1 bronze gear this way. So I'm going to need 4 steel ingots. I'm going to need 4 steel plates. And a copper ingot. So copper with steel. Helps if I put the steel in the right place. For the steel mechanical component, get some bronze. 1, 2, 3, 4 gives me the bronze gear. That with these steel plates will give me the metal press mold for the gear. And now I can take this bad boy, slap him on there, and 4 bronze ingots, if I can actually throw them right. 4 bronze ingots, and stamp out a gear without having to use further steel, which is very nice. That's going to help cut down on my steel usage. We'll pour out this. Come on. These things take so long. But yeah, one thing that I noticed about the thermal centrifuge, if this thing runs out of power, it slows down ridiculously. And not only does it slow down ridiculously, it causes your frame rate to crash. So that's why I could have dealt with having it just there flickering on and off and processing very slowly. I couldn't stand the fact that even walking around was painful. So that was pretty much the reason for the decision that I made to go ahead and upgrade that. Alright, we'll get our sturdy casing. This shouldn't take long. But you wouldn't think it would take long. How much RF does this take? That much. Okay. Works for me. We'll go ahead and put that away. 6 of you. Combine with 2 of you. Not 3, 2. Gets me the centrifuge. Ta-da! Alright. I need a place to plug this in. Temporarily, I think I'm going to steal the power from the carpenter. Pretty soon, we won't have to worry about this anymore. Alright, so the centrifuge has power. Centrifuge spins stuff around and gets you other stuff from it. In this case, it's going to turn the silicon dioxide into silicon. So let's go ahead and toss in all of the silicon dioxide. And as this processes up, it's going to get me... Well, I guess it has to run through 2 cycles. But that's going to get me silicon, which is awesome. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. And I need some coal dust. 4 of you. Plug you into the alloy smelter to get my first electrical steel. Okay, now I need octadic capacitors. I also need, let's see, 3, 3, 3, 3, and yoink. Gets me 3 more of you. Then those 16 are going to convert to 8 double capacitors. Now, I'm going to need some vibrant. So, we'll go ahead and get some vibrant alloy cooking up. I'm not going to take too long for this stuff. This capacitor is pretty ridiculous. This was a really good find. And 5. There we go. Okay, one of these, let's see what we need for the vibrant. One of these is going to turn into this vibrant crystal. So grab one of my precious emeralds, break you down, and vibrant crystal. 4 of these. Oh, hell, I actually need more than that, don't I? Yeah, I need more. I'm also going to need some glowstone. So I need 4 more ender pearls. Yoink. Guess I made an extra one. Go ahead and whip that up in the glowstone. There we go. I'll have an extra one in there for later. It's fine. Okay. Octadic capacitors for the vibrant capacitor bank, which is awesome. We are going to plant this guy right down here. Now, we just need some conduit. So let's grab our conduit binder. Where is the rest of my vibrant? Or not vibrant, my energetic. It's in here. I'm going to make a bunch of this conduit. Like a bunch. A bunch. Yeah. Alright. Now, this conduit, of course, is not going to run over the surface. It's going to run underground. But I'm going to want to take a look here and see how I want this to work. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use... I think I'm going to run through the wall here, because that'll allow me to connect to the double crusher. I'm going to want a conduit. I'm going to want, what's it take to make facades? Oh yeah, facades are cheap. And then I just need a painting machine, which is some more electrical steel. So yeah, I'll worry about some of this off camera. For right now, though, I'm just going to plug up some important machines. Like, the first thing I want to do... let's see here. These things are causing loss, the way that they're currently hooked up. So, I'm going to disconnect all of these. Which means I can also disconnect you. And what we'll do is we'll run this in from here. And I may alter this later, but this is not necessarily a 100% complete setup here. We are getting 320 RF a tick just from these, so that's nice. We'll go ahead and disconnect the survival generator. We'll disconnect the peat-fired engine. We're also going to disconnect the water wheel. The water wheel we're going to direct connect. Now this is going to cause our stuff to lose power. So we're going to have to be a little mindful of that. There we go. For right now, that has completed my connection again, because this is receiving the power, but it's also outputting the power. Now, I don't really like that setup. So, yeah. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go through and disconnect all of my Empowerer stuff, including you, and we're going to connect all of this stuff. Wherever possible, I am, of course, going to run my conduit underground. So, we're going to dig through the floor here. And that connects all of that. Alright. Next is these machines. Now that does mean that I'm going to have to pull this stuff out that I had in to semi-automate my carpenter. That's okay. And again, some of this stuff is going to move off camera, so I'm not terribly concerned about the setup right now. As long as everything is hooked to power for now, I'll be happy. Oops, no. More conduits is required. Okay, that's got all of that stuff connected. Let's go ahead and plug this up. Make that look nice and neat again. This is all going to move at some point, so I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. Okay, the last things that I need to hook up are my improved blast furnace in here. Right now nothing's running on it, so I'm not worried about breaking the conduit at the moment. And I can break the LV capacitor out of the ceiling. Where did that go? Oh, it's still up there. My inventory's full. I've got my magnet ring on, so everything that I break is just immediately coming to me. We can get rid of all of that stuff that I'm carrying. That'll give me a bit more inventory space to work with. There we go. Yep, LV capacitor there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to burrow into the ground here. There's my coke oven, good. And I'm going to run a conduit up out of the ground here. I would like to have the conduit going up and over or something, because this, I'm not sure if I like that, but for now it'll work. We can go ahead and replace the hardened stone. I'm definitely going to want to come back in here with painters. Oh, Can't replace all the hardened stone yet, can I? Yeah, I'll want to come back in here with a painting machine. There we go. Blast furnace is connected. So I can remove that up there. Oop. Derpy butterfly. Okay. We can remove this, which leaves the only thing remaining as this. So, how do I want to connect this? I think what I want to do, I'm going to break this. We're going to go ahead and tear all of this out. And then here, what I'm going to do let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away. Inventory is just clogged up with junk. Don't need the calculator on me at the moment. Okay, here is where the crusher is. So, we're going to run conduit through the wall. I'll use a painting machine to help hide the conduit. Then from here, I'll run down in the corner. That way I miss all of my industrial craft wiring. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Put that back in. There's that. Now I just need to connect to the top of the metal press. So we'll bore into the wall here. Oh, actually, if I remember correctly, these pillar blocks don't like to keep their texture. That could prove to be a problem. Like the connected textures from Chisel don't work very well with the energy conduits. I guess I could countersink this. Let's do that. I'm going to countersink this. I'll need my hammer. Let's put the enriched gold. Put a lot of this stuff away. Tools? Is it in tools? It is in tools. Wait, I need that. Yeah, what I can do is I can countersink my metal press. No. There. Now, no. Give it. Thank you. Okay. It's not perfect at the moment, but it's a start. Most importantly, it wires everything up using these conduits so that I no longer need any of the immersive engineering wiring. Because the immersive engineering wiring, it got the job done. Don't get me wrong. I like immersive engineering. I love the way immersive engineering looks. But immersive engineering cables are lossy. I don't like lossy cables. Let's set this to output. And we'll start draining the power out of this capacitor. Right now we are intaking 4,500 RF a tick because we're draining this. But this gives me a capacity of 25 million RF and a max in-out of 25,000. So, this is going to give me much better throughput for dealing with higher power situations, which I'm going to need very soon. Let's go ahead and start rebuilding some of the stuff, patching up some of the holes that I've made. And I will probably come back off camera and start moving some stuff around. Like, I want to put the squeezer and everything. Like, I'm going to have my forestry machines in this room probably, so I'm going to want to run power over to this too. I'll just run it off of this line. So this is by no means a finished build, but it's a good start. Let's see what I can do about possibly getting do I have the capability right now to make another machine chassis? I've got the plate. Fences, building blocks. I've got all that. I'll need another sturdy casing, which means I'm going to need more bronze. I'll just straight up melt some bronze. Six, 8. There we go. I'm going to need 2 of the enriched. I'm going to need... I have the Empower Restonia on me already. I need 2 of the copper electron tubes because I need... to make the capacitor. I need some iron plates. I really should make a plate press for this thing too. Might do that. Let's do that. Now we can slap that on there. This is already done cutting these plates, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. But from now on, if I need plates, they're going to be a little easier to get. So, basic casing. Oh, I actually need more steel plate, don't I? Basic casing, steel plates. Carbon plate, advanced alloy. For you, I need 4 of you. 4 of you. And yoink, there's my iron casing. Give me the bronze. Pour that out. Painting machine, diamond, electrical steel. Okay, so I'm going to have to get some electrical steel going. What do I do with all my... There it is. And 5 of you. Then over here on my centrifuge, I should have an absolute crap ton of silicon now. I do. Awesome. So you, and you. Plate. Forge hammer. Bronze plates. Bronze gear. Thank you. One of you breaks down. Now, I don't think the Empower is going to run any faster as a result of what I did, but it should have a much easier time keeping its power up. So if I start this going, I shouldn't notice any power drop on these. Nope, we're good. But yeah, I think there is a maximum throughput that the lasers can put out. Well, this one's losing power like mad. Is that not connected? It's not connected. Let's fix that. No, not granite. There we go. There's my sturdy casing. I need to move the oil to here. And casing, capacitor, iron bars, iron casing gets me Mr. Painter. Oops, not what I meant to do. We're going to put the painting machine right there. So, diamond. 2 nether quartz. Still have a bunch of conduit binder in here, so fly over here, grab my electrical steel, and painting machine. And we'll just grab 24 of this for now. Painting machine down. Now, how many of this am I going to need? I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of the granite pillar. So, we put you in there, and we put the granite pillar in there, and it's going to start processing up. It's going to give me conduit facade that looks like the granite pillar. Let's see here. Tech items. I have a new capacitor that I picked up, and I can't remember where it went, but I'll dink around with them later. I'm getting very close to the end of this episode. I kind of want to just get it done. Alright, so pop, pop. And you. And you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need 14. To look like the diorite cuts. We'll get that cooking up. And I think this is where I'm going to end the episode, because you guys can see where this is going. So I'm going to spend some time prettying this up, and once I get all of my conduits nicely hidden, I'm going to come back and I'm probably going to record, let's see, it's 11 in the morning. I'm probably going to try and record one more episode just so that I have a little more stock footage and I don't have to worry so much about recording when I'm not feeling up to it. Because this temporary shift at work is kicking my butt. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been Night Dagger with episode 16? I can't remember. I always lose track of these things. But yeah, episode of whatever of Age of Engineering. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. When we come back, I think we're going to mess around a little bit with some bees. So, that ought to be fun, right? Not really? Oh well. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you later, peeps. Meow.